Orin in Phase 1 is an orange humanoid character with an elongated body and a large round head adorned with 2 antennas. He wears large headphones and looks slightly tired or indifferent, which gives him a unique charm and hints at a love for music or meditation. Orin in Phase 2 is a sinister shadow of his former self, with dark, deeply sunken eyes reflecting emptiness and skin darkened by an inexplicable influence. His antennas are now slightly crooked, and a celestial whisper emanates from within his headphones as if something is trying to invade his mind. Orin in Phase 3 is the embodiment of chaos and horror, with hardly any signs of his former self remaining. His body now resembles a twisted mass of bloody tentacles and sharp bony protrusions, chaotically jutting out in all directions, and the only reminder of his past is 2 glowing eyes, lifelessly gazing from the depths of darkness. Orin in Phase 4 is the most grotesque stage of his transformation. His head is torn apart, with bloody red nerve endings hanging loosely and holding onto his ripped-out eyeballs. The remnants of his antennae are twisted and deformed, creating a sense of complete physical and mental decay. Orin in Phase 5 is the final embodiment of a nightmare, where the physical form no longer obeys familiar laws. Its head has transformed into a black sphere studded with sharp spikes, featuring 3 bright orange orbs that glow through the darkness. From the depths of this darkness, eyeballs dangle on blood-red veins, while the heart, exposed and pulsating, serves as a last reminder of a once living being. Orin in Phase 6 is the embodiment of primal terror, where all traces of its former shape have been erased. Its mouth has turned into an abyssal maw filled with sharp, chaotically arranged teeth, ready to tear apart everything in its path. In Phase 7, Orin's head has now become a massive dark sphere with a single enormous eye in the center, emitting a sinister red light. Below the eye, 3 smaller eyes dangle on veins, and beside it, a lifeless heart gently sways, as if it were the last reminder of its former essence. Orin in Phase 8, the head is now a dark sphere with 3 brightly glowing circles emanating an ominous red-orange light. Twisted veins carrying mysterious energy protrude from the eye sockets, and pulsating energy tentacles swirl around the head. Orin in Phase 9, its head has transformed into a black sphere, scattered with numerous eyes chaotically distributed across its surface, each observing the world in different dimensions. 2 massive orange-red wedge-like protrusions hang from the sides of the head, resembling the claws of a supreme being. Orin in Phase 10, his head has transformed into a massive dark mass with deep cracks from which blood flows. In this form, Orin is no longer a separate being. He has become the embodiment of an alien cold will. Orin in Phase 11. His body has stretched into an incorporeal, unstable structure. His head has completely darkened, transforming into an empty silhouette, and in place of his eyes, there are now two elongated, writhing nerves ending in floating eyes, aimlessly wandering in space. Orin in Phase 12, only shards remain of its former shell. The right side of its head is torn apart, revealing a lonely eye and an abnormally straight row of teeth. In the center of its chest, a dark cavity has opened, where a mangled heart pulsates within the ragged remnants of flesh. Orin in Phase 13 is a horrifying mixture of mechanical reconstruction and organic mutation. One half of his face is marked by deep black cracks, and his mouth is sewn shut with thick metal brackets, preventing him from speaking or screaming. His eyes are widened to unnatural sizes, reflecting a blend of fear and madness. Orin in Phase 14 is the final merging with darkness, where his eyes have turned into two bottomless black voids with a sinister red light inside. His headphones are still in place, but now they seem like something alien, as if they are the last shackles binding him to his former self. Orin in Phase 15. His head now resembles a bottomless black sphere in which three yellow eyes glow, distorted and arranged chaotically. Thin curved appendages extend from his body resembling sensors or nerve endings, while three massive, murky eyes hang beneath like echoes of a former existence. Orin in Phase 16, his face is partially destroyed with deep cracks splitting his skull, revealing uneven rows of sharp teeth that have grown through the skin. His eyes are filled with a murky red glow, and his chest is torn open, exposing twisted ribs that resemble crudely inserted spokes, holding a pulsating dark mass within. Orin in Phase 17, his head is split open, one side seemingly softened and oozing, and from its surface protrude several eyes connected to the body by long, twisting veins. One of the eyes has completely detached and now hangs to the side as if still watching, while the elongated neck is covered with pulsing irregularities. Orin in Phase 18. His head is nearly split open, revealing a dark emptiness inside, surrounded by torn remnants of flesh. Two enormous blood-filled eyes now hang from the damaged skull, barely held on by thin, pulsating nerves. Orin in Phase 19 has several eyeballs hanging from long, twisting tendrils, as if searching for a new way to see the world around them. In the chest, which now resembles a mixture of organic and mechanical, internal organs are visible, intersected by rigid ribs, as if they have been pulled out and reassembled. Oren in Phase 20. His eyes have enlarged and darkened. Their sclera have taken on a sickly reddish hue, and beneath them there are streaks, as if blood or tears are streaming down his face. The headphones are still in place, but one side is damaged with frayed wires hanging down from it.
I've got a bucket on my head, don't ask why, I forgot. But it's part of me now. People say I look grumpy, I'm just saving my emotions for an emergency. Also, the bucket helps me not hear Fun Butt singing at 6 a.m. If you're a little weird too hit-like, maybe we're bucket relatives.
Brud in Phase 1 is a quiet Sprunki with a large bump on his head. He hides it under a gray bucket because the others laugh at him. Brud barely talks. He walks alone, often staring at the sky and whispering to himself. He has no friends. Even Funbot doesn't want to play with him, but Brud believes that someone lives inside the bucket, someone who understands him. Brud in Phase 2 isn't just odd anymore, he's broken. The day Simon lost control, he bit off half of Brud's head. No one stopped him, no one even tried. Since then, Brud no longer wears his bucket. Oh, there's no place left to wear it. Brud in Phase 3 doesn't hide anymore. Half of his head is just exposed bone, and the bump sticks out like a crown. His body is covered in bite marks, and Black's magic still eats away at him from the inside. He doesn't wear the bucket now. In a world where every Sprunki is ruined, there's nothing left to hide. Brud in Phase 4. His skin is peeling, body decaying, ribs visible through open wounds. His pupils are gone. His eyes are now white, lifeless. He doesn't scream or cry. He just stands, unsure where to go. Brud in Phase 5, one half of his form is a smooth brown silhouette, flat and hollow. The other half is bare bone, ribs, skull, empty. There are no eyes. He doesn't see or feel anymore, yet he still stands. Some Sprunki whisper that he didn't die. He became the boundary between what remains of their world and what's coming. Brud in Phase 6 absorbed part of the black spell, and it didn't kill him. One day, Funbot got too close to Brud and started speaking backwards. Ever since then, he only laughs, even when no one is joking. Brud doesn't move, he just stands there. But when Simon walks by, his teeth slightly move, as if he's whispering something, or waiting for a command. In Phase 7, Brud became something ancient and immobile. His head looks like stone, dripping blood slowly. His eyes are drowned in black, as if tears retreated inward. He doesn't whisper. He doesn't move. He doesn't breathe. One of the last Sprunki, Mr. Fun computer, tried to analyze Brud in this state, but froze permanently. Phase 8 is as if someone tried to piece together Brud anew but couldn't remember what it looked like. Half of the face consists of empty ribs, a reminder of pain. OXCX found him sitting by a broken fountain and said, "He feels again." That makes him more dangerous.
Go.
Phase 9 is not a transformation, but a fusion. Everything he felt, everything that broke him, now lives within him, in every cell, in every mistake of form. His head is no longer whole. It's like a stream of color and pain. His smile looks like a glitch. Sky once saw him in this state and just sat down on the floor from shock. Phase 10 is not just a generation, it's a reboot. The mind is split in two, the eyes are sunk in emptiness, and the mouth feels as if it's clenched shut. A new eye has grown, spinning in different directions. Brud no longer reacts to the Sprunks. His goal is to survive this day. Brud in Phase 11. One eye is blood red, swollen from strain. The other has fallen from its socket and is now stretching after it as if it can't let go. No one dares to approach, even Black turned away once. Phase 12 is the final sound lingering in the air. The head of the Brud is severed, yet it seems still alive. Its silhouette pulsates in the darkness. A massive knife runs through the rib cage as if it allowed itself to be halted. It is said that whoever touches this knife will see everything that the Brud has seen. Phase 13 looks almost normal. Brud is intact again, his color is clear and his expression is almost ordinary, but the right eye is too bright, glowing with a cold blue, as if it's not an eye but a screen. If you look closely, his body is slightly trembling. Brud smiles in Phase 14, but his eyes are black drops, glassy and fluid. The bucket on his head shines like an icy dome, inside which thoughts can no longer be heard. Brud seems to be at the beginning of the journey again, but he doesn't remember why he was going. Phase 15 is no longer Brud, it is the eye. Its body is a vessel, its form merely a shell. The gigantic red eye occupies almost all that is left of it, and everything it sees is never forgotten. The eye does not blink, it collects, it analyzes, it waits. Brud no longer carries a bucket in Phase 16. It sank, just like the memories he couldn't hold on to. Now, on Brud's face is an underwater mask. No one has seen how he swam. Brud doesn't speak, but when water is nearby, it starts to move on its own. Brud stood silently, as always, but now half of his head was neatly bandaged, as if someone had tried to heal him. The bandages were clean, fresh, unusually kind for the world of Sprunki. And even on his body, at the very spot where the bite had been, there was now a dressing. He hadn't gotten better, but he had stopped falling apart. They say it was Wenda who left the bandages, silently, and then she left. Derpal always looks like he just woke up, but he hasn't slept in 200 years. His purple skin glows in the dark, and his horns help him catch weird signals from space. They say he can stand still for a whole week, just staring. Yep, just staring. Durple tried to smile and nearly scared himself. His eyes turned into giant ping-pong balls and his mouth opened like he's ready to eat a whole watermelon. But don't worry, that's just how he shows he's happy, especially when there's blueberry ice cream around. Durple stretched like a piece of bubblegum, and now he can twist his head almost all the way around. They say he can hide inside his own neck. If you spot his crooked grin, beware, he wants to play hide and seek. And he never loses. Now he's basically a purple checkmark with teeth. He's so bendy he can wave at you with his, well, nothing, because he has no arms. In this phase, he loves popping in from places you didn't expect. Like your ceiling. Just kidding. Or not. Durple doesn't just smile anymore. Now he thinks about you. His eyes got sneakier, and those sharp purple spikes, he got them after napping in a bush made of fear. Every time he blinks, the lights flicker. Coincidence? Derpal is really awake now. His eye is giant, and his grin looks like a shark's. The little tentacles on his head move on their own, like a crazy hairstyle that's alive. He doesn't growl or hiss, he just stares. And those teeth? Permanent. Durple isn't just creepy anymore, he's got attitude. One huge eye, a wicked smile full of teeth, a bony spine with claws, and a matchstick in his mouth? No, he doesn't smoke. He just likes to make an entrance, especially in the dark. Derpal now looks like something out of an ancient myth. His eye is like a solar eclipse, and his tongue is longer than Grandma's dinner table. He crouches with tiny clawed paws like he's waiting. But not for you. He's waiting for a signal, or a whisper. Ready for a challenge? According to statistics, only 3% of viewers manage to like the video and subscribe to the channel before the timer runs out. Write a comment if you made it in time. Derpal now looks like a mix between a cyclops, a centipede, and the thing you saw for half a second under your bed. He's always smiling, but no one knows why. Maybe it's because he knows you've already seen him. Derpal took a sword to the eye and didn't even blink. Now, he's not just scary, he's respected. His grin is sharper, his spikes are longer, and some say the sword wasn't an attack, it was a fashion choice. Derpal is now like a sound eerie, deep and growing. His eye no longer reflects light, and his teeth look like spinning saws. He doesn't hunt, he just appears. And if you've seen him, he's already near, very near. Derpal is no longer alone. He now has 3 heads, each looking in a different direction. They say one whispers, one screams, and one just breathes. In the center, his main eye pulses with something far too alive. Phase 13 isn't evolution, it's a reset. Everything before was just prelude. Durple is now minimal, like a dream where nothing happens, but you wake up sweating because he was there. Phase 14 is the moment the monster became a mirror. In his stillness, there is power. In his emptiness, there is memory. He doesn't scare you anymore, he reminds you. And to those who forget, he returns. Always. Derpal doesn't look anymore, he feels. His eyes are shut, but his entire body has become sight. The crystals piercing his face don't hurt, they replaced emotion. And the eyes on his skin never blink, because they can't. They just register. Everything. He has no face now, just a glowing shape. His mouth makes no sound, but the air around him seems to fold. His stare doesn't burn your skin, it scorches your memories. Sometimes, when the lights flicker, you see him for 1 second, then he's gone. But you're not the same. He's no longer a creature, he's a conversation. Each head laughs differently, each throat calls you by name, the central eye has turned into a mark, and the teeth like blades from dreams you forgot. But now it's too late. Derpal has become plural. Swap Showcase Mod. Simon looks upset and pensive after the Predator's attack, which left him with deep scars and deprived him of one antenna. There's no anger in his gaze, only a quiet realization that he is no longer the same as he once was, and he will have to learn to live with this musical style, electronic synthesizer. Swap Showcase, Old Mod. Simon now appears emaciated and lost, his gaze filled with exhaustion, and the wounds on his head evoke memories of the past. His bright yellow skin is marked by traces of pain, and the shattered part of his head seems to symbolize his internal fracture. Musical style, MIDI keyboard. Strawberry Jam Mod. Simon squints tiredly, his antennas swaying slightly as if he's trying to hold back from a full burnout. He has been working so much that he no longer remembers the last time he took a break, and if he doesn't get a vacation soon, the next mod will be Burnout Edition. Musical style, balalaika. Squawky Mod. Simon looks energized and satisfied. His antennas are raised, and a charge indicator has appeared on his head, showing that he has fully recovered. His eyes shine with confidence, and a slight smile suggests that he has finally rested and is ready for new challenges. Musical style, 8-bit synthesizer. Sprunkster's Alive mod. Simon now looks like he was attempted to be crossbred with an electric rodent, but something went wrong. His antennas not only work, but they're so charged that if he claps his hands, he might accidentally turn on the nearest generator. Musical style, modular synthesizer. Sprinkle mod. Simon now looks thoughtful and a bit confused, as if he has just been woken up and hasn't yet realized where he is. His antenna is slightly tilted and his eyes seem dim, conveying a sense of deep contemplation or the sudden realization that he forgot to turn off the iron on another planet. Perhaps he is just stuck trying to remember why he came into the room, or pondering the eternal question, why haven't aliens taken over Earth yet? Musical style, virtual analog synthesizer. All Alive mod. Simon now looks like he accidentally stumbled into the 5th dimension and isn't quite sure if he's happy about it. His antennas have turned into something strange, his eyes are glowing, and he clearly seems to be trying to remember whether he actually signed up for this transformation or if it's just a side effect of a failed alien upgrade. The musical style, groove box. Pyramixed but robot mod. Simon now looks like he has been suddenly replaced by an experimental robot, but they forgot to update the firmware. His glowing eyes are trying to analyze what's happening, and his body is slightly twitching as if he realizes that he might now officially be considered a household appliance. Musical style, electric piano. Ready for a challenge? According to statistics, only 3% of viewers manage to like the video and subscribe to the channel before the timer runs out. Write a comment if you made it in time. Poppy Playtime mod. Simon now looks as if he was invited to a horror party, but no one told him he would become the main monster himself. His mouth has turned into a portal of teeth and eyes, and now he's not sure whether he should scare those around him or just ask an alien dentist to deal with this anomaly. Musical style, music box. Reskin mod. Simon now looks as if he was accidentally loaded into the game with outdated textures, and he's not quite sure if he's happy about it. His antennas are sticking out, and his mouth is stretched into such a wide grin that it feels like he is either thrilled by what's happening or simply stuck with that expression forever. Musical style, analog synthesizer. Phase 57. Mod, Simon has clearly moved on to the next level of evolution, but it looks like something went wrong in the process. Now he has more teeth than good ideas, and his antennae have turned into a chaotic array of alien spikes, which might just be a side effect of trying to catch free Wi-Fi in space. Musical style, piano. Phase 29. Simon looks as if he tried to connect to the universal mind, but instead he caught a bad signal from intergalactic television. His eyes shine with a strange light, his smile is too wide, and the tangled antenna-like chaos on his head is clearly transmitting not only thoughts, but also all the nearby radio stations. Musical style, cardiograms. Phase 23. Simon now looks like he has decided to become the main antagonist of the universe, but slightly overdid it with the makeover. With 3 eyes in his mouth, a huge central eye, and glowing antennae, he is either reading everyone's thoughts or just trying to pick up a signal from alien cable TV. Musical style, electric piano. Phase 17. Simon has clearly been through something exotic, like an unplanned encounter with a space swordsman. Now he walks around with a decoration in the form of a blade stuck in his head, but judging by his grin, he either feels no pain at all or has already come to terms with the fact that this is his new style, musical style, trumpet. Phase 7. Simon finally realized that his antennas had started picking up not only signals from the universe, but also advertisements for intergalactic discounts on household appliances. Now he wasn't just an alien, he was a walking radio station broadcasting the best hits from planet Earth straight into the depths of space. Musical style, broken music box. In Phase 2 Remake, Simon in his alien transformation realized that his smile is now so wide that it could be used as a portal to another dimension. The antennas on his head tremble as they try to catch intergalactic memes, but it seems that the only thing he hears is the echo of his own laughter. Musical style, fast electric guitar. Kino Sprunki 2 mod. Simon is enjoying the cosmic beat, his antennas rhythmically swaying to the music while his headphones transmit the secret melodies of the galaxy. He is so immersed in the sound that he didn't even notice he accidentally connected to the radio communication of an alien dispatcher, musical style, electronic DJ. Definitive Phase 4 mod. Simon has reached that phase of evolution where a smile becomes not just a greeting, but a full-fledged tool of intimidation. Now he can simultaneously smile, talk, and possibly open a can of Coke with the power of his teeth. Musical style, electric guitar. Cool as ice mod, Simon has absorbed such an icy calm that he could be mistaken for an alien barista who forgot to add emotions to his coffee. His gaze is darker than space, and his antennas seem to pick up not alarming news, but exclusively relaxing music from a distant galaxy. Musical style sounds from a horror movie. Colors mod. Simon has finally found a way to stand out in the crowd of intergalactic beings by adding a cosmic star right on his forehead. Now he looks not only like a wise alien philosopher, but also like a living logo of some interstellar corporation selling stardust. Musical style, piano. Friends, thank you for watching. Go to the second channel where you'll find similar videos.